Hello and welcome. My name is Captain Matt, and I'm the station captain here at Station 1, and we're going to be filming the first in a series of educational videos showcasing our fire stations and some of the apparatus that we have serving the communities of Livermore, Pleasanton, and Pleasanton. So thanks for joining in. With me today is my crew, Engineer Adam and Firefighter Paramedic Will. I want to take the time now to thank the community for two big reasons. As you can see here, we're practicing our social distancing with the members that aren't speaking having their masks on, and we want to thank the community for being inside and maintaining their social distancing. We know we're going on almost 2 months now, and we appreciate everyone flattening the curve and keeping the cases of COVID-19 here in the Tri-Valley down. With that being said, we also want to thank the community for its tremendous outpouring of support that it's had on our fire department. We've received hundreds of letters and thank yous, and that's just been overwhelming for our department. We truly appreciate that. Right here we're entering our apparatus bay where we have all of our engine and other equipment, and we're going to walk you through the station at this point. So if you just come on this way, we'll go through the station. So we help people in all types of emergencies, from medical calls to traffic accidents to fires and things like that. But after the emergency, when we get back to the station, we also have reports to do about those incidents and those calls. So in this office here, we have space for our firefighter paramedic to do his EMS reports once we've completed helping a member of the public with a medical call. We also have space for the engineer to do his reports on the apparatus. If we walk over here, this is the captain's office, and this is also our station that does all of our staffing. So one thing I'd like to mention out front is that we work 3 shifts. So we have a A, B, and C shift, and each one of those shifts works 2 days on and 4 days off. As we turn around and head in this direction, we have our department library, and we have all of our training books. And much like many of you being home for school, since school's closed, we are constantly learning on our trade and making sure that we're keeping up on the latest technology and fire behavior and vehicle makes and models, and when there's a vehicle accident with the new technology of electric cars and things like that, that we're able to make sure that we know the most about them so that we can help everyone in their time of need. Here, I'll let you go first. Here's where we also have our washer and dryer so that we can do our laundry. Being that we're here for 48 hours, we do all of the chores much like your parents do at home, and hopefully you help your parents. And we do all the cleaning, clothes, we wash your dishes, and all things like that. So here's one of the areas where we do our housekeeping. As you can see right here, we've got some turnouts that are drying from a fire last week, so we make sure that we get all the chemicals and things off of our gear so that we're not carrying the bad stuff from a fire with us. We talked about the fact that we're here for 2 days, and so that leads us to where we sleep at night. So when we're not on calls, we all have a bed, and as you can see, there are 2 other beds that are folded up in this room. So each shift has their own bed. So we have an A, B, and C shift, and each person has their own cubby where, if we're not on calls at night, you're able to get some sleep. Physical fitness is very important to all firefighters and the fire service in general. It's important because it keeps us healthy, which allows us to do our job and to better serve the community in times of a fire or a long incident where we need that. We need to have the stamina to maintain for a few hours on various calls. So every day we try and work out 1 hour a day so that we can stay fit, so that we can serve the public when there are fires or high demand calls. It also prevents us from getting injured, as many of our calls are medical aids and that require lift assists of elderly patients or patients that have fallen down, so that we are able to have strong legs and healthy backs so that we can stay uninjured and be able to help the community. We have a full kitchen, just like all of you at home. We cook 2 meals a day here, so we eat lunch and dinner together as a crew. One of us will choose a meal to cook, and we're able to cook that, and we all eat together. Here's our kitchen table over here. And then we also have an area with a TV. With technology being what it is, many of our training now comes via video, so we're able to watch those trainings on videos, or in the evening time relax a little bit before we go to bed.
Alright, so firefighter paramedic Will here is going to show you what we look like when we get dressed for a fire and all of the protective gear and equipment that we use to take that in. So this is what he looks like without all his gear on. So he's going to demonstrate piece by piece as he puts on all his protective equipment from start to finish. So he's going to go nice and slow just to show you how we do this. Usually we try and do this in less than a minute. Obviously time is of the essence when you're in our position. That's why we have boots with zippers. That way we could put them on and off quick. First he's going to start with his turnout bottoms. Now this equipment and the pants and the jacket protect us from heat. There's also a moisture barrier that protects us from getting soaking wet from fire streams. And the jacket. So the goal here is to make sure he has no skin showing, because any skin showing could mean that he could have the potential for being burned on the inside of a fire. He's got his mask. So the breathing apparatus he's about to put on delivers air to that mask via a regulator, which you will see in a minute. There you go. All right, he turns on his SCBA. Okay, so once firefighter paramedic Olivo has all of his gear secured on and ready to go, the last thing he does is plug in his regulator, and that delivers air from his SCBA to his mask. And the important part is that he has no skin showing. He's good to go. So he's the same firefighter that you saw earlier in uniform. So if you see somebody like this coming to help, don't be afraid and don't run away.
Hey, it's Firefighter Will again. Now that I got some of my safety equipment off, I'm going to teach you guys some fire safety techniques in case you do catch on fire. So step one, you want to stop where you're at. You want to drop to the ground, cover your face, and roll back and forth until that fire is put out. And that is your fire safety technique today.
thanks for tuning in and visiting Fire Station 1. We appreciate you coming by, and stay tuned for more of these to come. We just want to close by saying thanks again for keeping your social distancing, and remember to wear a face covering when out in the public. We truly appreciate everyone's support in this difficult time, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.